Hello captains and welcome to this X-Plane 10 video. I welcome you aboard this Boeing 767 by Flight Factor and StepToSky. Before we begin our first impression video, I will have a note of thanks to Ronald Griffin, who designed my new channel intro. I highly recommend Ronald's work, and he's got very high business ethics and really great attention to detail. He delivers very high quality work. I will definitely be working with Ronald again on projects for my channel, and if you're interested in having an intro for your own channel, I highly recommend that you get in contact with Ronald. I will be posting Ronald's channel link down in the description of this video. Okay, so the 767 was released in quick succession after the MD-80. I'm not sure if it has created as much noise as the MD-80 because the MD-80 was a very highly anticipated release. But let me tell you that I am so excited about this 767. I think I even like it better than the MD-80 by Rotate. Let's begin just by saying that this is not something that is similar to the 757. It is different in every way. The texturing, the system modeling, the flight model, the options that it's got, everything on aboard this aircraft is very, very different. And it is so immersive and it feels so real flying this aircraft. I played around with it and it is absolutely great. Also, a quick note on the Flight Factor support. The guys over at Flight Factor are so great. They are very responsive. I've had a few issues, so I've recorded a few videos and I sent them over, and they replied in a timely manner. They discovered, I think, a bug in one of the in the automated checklist, and so it's on its way to be fixed. But I'm very pleased with their support. So thank you, Flight Factor, for your great support. Okay, so with the 767 is an exact replica of the real aircraft, and I've actually I've looked at pictures of the real aircraft before making this video, just to kind of compare how close this aircraft resembles the real 767. And my God, the resemblance is absolutely magnificent. Very, very, very real. Very close to the real thing. I don't think it's going to get any closer to reality than the 767. Okay. Without further ado, let's go ahead and begin by taking a look at the exterior of this beautiful aircraft. So let me switch over here to X camera and let's move outside. Okay, so first let me take a look at this wing. This is absolutely gorgeous. This is really nice and very, very real. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that wing. My God, it looks so nice. There's so much work that has gone into it. The texture work on this aircraft is something I haven't seen before. Look at the gear here. Look at that. Look at that. Look at the details and the wheels. Everything just really has been modeled to perfection. On this aircraft. Look at that. Wow. Right. Now let's go over to this side and let's look at the engine. Look at that engine. Now tell me that doesn't look real. Wow. It looks fantastic. Look at the blades, and even the inner blades. You can see them from here. Look at that. That is just absolutely gorgeous. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Okay, let's step back and Oops. Let's look at the aircraft from a different angle. Look at the reflection, the reflective windows. Look at that as I move the. Hold on. Yeah, look at that. Look at that. Wow, that is absolutely incredible. Okay, so if you're one of those guys, kind of like me, that like these things, and like to look at very detailed models, then this aircraft is definitely something that's going to tickle your heart. It's very nicely modeled from the inside and outside. So, by the way, if you're wondering, we are positioned at Alicante airport in Spain. It's a beautiful beautiful little airport, and I just kind of thought I change the typical the typical locations that I normally use and come somewhere somewhere new this time. But this aircraft looks incredible. In every aspect, it just looks absolutely gorgeous. Okay, let's go ahead and switch to the cabin. Look at that. Now that looks like the interior of a real aircraft. Look at the overhead compartments and look at the details there. Now this looks very, very nice. And by the way, it's got two classes. This is business class, and back there is the economy class. So everything in this aircraft has been really modeled and to to perfection. I think there is so much work that has gone into this aircraft that it makes it probably one of the best releases, if not the best release by Flight Factor. As far as I'm concerned, it is the best release. It's the best release by Flight Factor thus far. It's way better than 777, way better than the A350. It's just remarkable. Look at that. Okay, so enough with that. I know you're all waiting for the for the for the cockpit, and so let's go ahead and jump here. And of course, there isn't anything that I can say in terms of criticism as far as the virtual cockpit. Again, very high resolution textures, and it gives you the real look. I think I like this better than the MD-80. Everything here just looks so incredibly real. I mean, even look at the look at this part here. It looks so nice, and everything is really modeled to perfection. Now there are a few things that are different in this in the 767. First thing, you have an iPad. So your aircraft actually ships with a nice iPad. And what you do with this iPad is you configure your basically your options. And by the way, just a caveat here, if you enable real time, it will take forever for the iris to align. So if you're not as anal as some people, then you might actually untick this, because as you can see, the hint down there says this will set the loading, unload, and other time-based procedures to real-life speeds. And that means that you're going to have to probably set your IRS on a line, then go take a shower and come back. So yeah. So you've got your options there, and this is basically the payload. This is where you set up, you put in the ground services, passenger stairs, and what have you, and then you can basically enter the passengers, cargo weight, fuel weight, and basically load your aircraft. And then here you've got additional effects: dynamic blinds, winglets, wing flex. And by the way, the wing flex on this aircraft is absolutely incredible. Reflections and effects, and I've got effects all the way to the very maxed, basically. Failures, you can set failures right here. if you want, you can basically enable failures, and this is by saying high challenge. If you tick on high challenge, it will set the frequency of custom failures. Okay, so you will get them here and you'll be able to reset them. The avionics, again, you can set the different systems that you want. Let me remove that. And everything else. Some systems are not modeled yet in this version, and to be very frank with you, I'm not sure what all of these do at the moment. I haven't really read the manual, but I just kind of used my previous knowledge to power up this aircraft. And then, of course, you've got your passenger announcements, which is something you're probably accustomed to from the 777, the 757 by Flight Factor. So I think this is a really nice addition. You've got your charts there, and you can, cycle through these charts by clicking here. You can basically generate the charts for your flight. So without further ado, let's go ahead and power up this aircraft. And there are different ways that you can power up this aircraft. One is you can follow the automated tutorial, and 2, you can do the amplified checklist, and 3, you can power it up yourself. For the purpose of this, so that I can show you what actually can be achieved, I'm going to go ahead and use the checklists here. Let's see. So let's begin by using the tutorial so you can see what that does. And when you click, there is a power up and there is quick startup. So let's do power up, and it will guide you through the steps to power up the aircraft. So battery now is on. Next is the standby power selector. Goes to auto. And then the buses, the left bus and right bus, can go on. And now the APU generator. And now you turn on the APU. Now, one thing I noticed about this aircraft is the sounds. The sounds are absolutely incredible. And if you're one of those people that, that sound really matters to you, let me tell you, you'll be very, very pleased with the 767, because the sound quality is unmatched. This is the best aircraft, I think, in terms of the sounds, and it comes out of the box with these sounds, so you don't have to go and buy a package, custom sounds package. Wow, did you hear that? Incredible. Okay, so we're done with that, and this is a quick start. So please follow the procedure in amplified section. Fine. So we can go to amplified, and we've done the power up, of course. So we'll just say check, and we'll say override that. Okay. So we'll do that in auto, and now we have our iris aligned. So let's come here and just say Lima Echo Alpha Lima, and we put that there, and that's it. Okay, so the RS is now aligned. Let's go ahead and continue powering up the aircraft. So I'm just going to say check, and then we'll go to the next page, and all of that is check, check. We're just going to take it for a quick spin. Okay, that's fine. Alright, next. Okay. Just put on auto. And check. Now you can hear the air conditioning kicking in. My God, I just love the sounds. It sounds as if you're in the real thing. Alright, let's check all of these. Great. Alright. Good stuff. And let's go here and check that. Check. Okay. So we're pretty much through, we're ready for engine start now. So what I'm going to do is call the pushback truck. And so, okay, there it is. Okay, and let's lock that, and we begin the pushback. But in the meantime, we can start the engines again through the checklist. Now we can hear that the packs have been turned off for engine start. Okay, we can get rid of the pushback truck now. Okay, so let's release the parking brake. Okay folks, as we approach the runway getting ready for takeoff, I'm gonna basically bring the aircraft to a complete stop on the runway, and I'm gonna do full engine, full throttle, because I want you to hear the engine sound from the outside first, and then we'll go ahead and take off, and then I'll show you the what I want to really show you is the wing flex and the cockpit lights at night, because I think they really look amazing. That was great. That was, wow. Incredible. I love it. I love it. Okay, so let's release the parking brake, and everything's good for takeoff. Is good. Okay folks, the last thing I wanted to show you before we conclude this video is the night lighting of this aircraft. And my god, it looks incredible. Look at the digital display here. It looks as if it's real, real light. It really gives you the real look. It looks fantastic in terms of the immersion that it provides you, and I think look at the overhead panel at night. My god, this looks really nice. Very, very nice. Let's go ahead and display the frames. Now I'm getting about 40 something, 43 frames. inside the virtual cockpit. And this is nighttime, of course, so normally the frames would be really good when there are no global shadows, because I do have the shadows on max. But let's go ahead and just to show you. So let's put the time there. So this is morning. I'm getting about the same, so not really a big deal. But it looks absolutely fantastic. I mean, let's just take a quick look at that again. Look at that. Let me just darken a bit here. Yeah, look at that. Looks very, very nice. And I really can't say enough good things about this aircraft. It feels nice. It flies nice. Everything about this aircraft really calls for total excitement. So if you were unsure about the Boeing 767 by Flight Factor and StepToSky, I hope that this video has given you some insight to help you decide. Okay folks, as always, I hope that you've enjoyed this video as much as I enjoyed making it for you. Until next time, please take care of yourselves and each other. Bye bye for now.